Hello everybody, TouchlineAshibel here. Arsenal lost to Bournemouth yesterday, 2-1. But it's not just the loss that's the issue. It's the way they lost. I couldn't watch the game because I was quite busy at the time. But I mean, from what I've read online, from what I've heard from friends, from the highlights and some other stuff, it's the nature in which Arsenal lost that game. Apparently they were not on the front foot. They were just playing conservatively. Raya was just taking time on the ball. All in all, what I'm trying to say is they didn't play as champions in waiting or as a team that wanted to win the league. I mean, you are at home to Bournemouth. Like you said, Emirates is your fortress, even though we beat you at the Emirates. But you said Emirates your fortress and teams don't come and beat you at the Emirates. I remember when Arsenal lost to Manchester United in January, where Cunha scored that winner. In my head I was like, these guys don't concede. Saliba and Gabriel, and they conceded 3 goals. In my head I started to think, these guys can actually be beaten at their home or in their home. But then fast forward to now, to yesterday, Bournemouth beat them 2-1, and apparently Bournemouth were playing like the team that are actually at home, not Arsenal. I mean, when you look at it now, it's just put City in the driving seat now, because City have got 2 games in hand, and they still have to play Arsenal at the Etihad. Before yesterday's game, Bournemouth had not really won a game in 5. I think they've only drew. They drew against Man United, and imagine getting your win or a win against Arsenal after 5 games. To be honest, it's poor. It's poor from Arsenal. City are on 61 points, 2 games in hand. If City win, the next 2 games, it's going to be 67 points, and then they have to play Arsenal at the Etihad. If they beat Arsenal at the Etihad, then they're level on points. Though Arsenal have got this 6. Well, I think, the goal difference between Arsenal and City now is 6 goals. Obviously, there's still like 2 or 3 games to play. So City might just come and then top them in terms of goals. And then it's going to look bleak for Arsenal. A league that looked like they had won already, it's going to look like it's moving and slipping away from them. Or it's going to look like they've bottled it. Because Arsenal have been called bottlers over the past few years, coming second so many times. It's looking like they're going to do the same thing again this year. I'm hoping they don't do that, because even though I'm not really supporting them to win the league, because I know there's going to be a lot of noise on social media from their fans, but I just felt this was their season. But now it's looking like it's slipping away from them. After resting a couple of players for the international duty and telling their players not to go for international duty because it was just friendlies, they come up with this. The past few weeks have not been good for Arsenal, if you ask me, to be honest. They've lost the Carabao Cup final. They got knocked out of the FA Cup by Southampton. What was the other one again? And now they've lost to Bournemouth. From what looked like a quadruple now, it's turned to a double. They're still in the Champions League, and they're still obviously topping the Premier League, but only just for now, if you ask me. We know City are in form, but you can't really trust City, because this season they've been like up and down. When you trust them to take the points off any team or to get 3 points in a game, they tend to draw or lose. Even Chelsea today, anything can happen. I keep saying anything can happen against Chelsea today at Stamford Bridge. But back to what I was saying. Now, Arsenal are looking like this is going to slip away from their hands. I'm hoping it doesn't, because Arteta's going to have himself to blame. Arsenal used to play beautiful, slick football over the past few years. In fact, I started to envy Arsenal because of the way they were playing. Because we were more of a counter-attacking team, but Arsenal were the ones playing a counter-attack yesterday. So it's really poor. It's unacceptable from a team that wants to win the league. I know the past few weeks and months we're talking about how they want to win the league, relying on set pieces, playing in a pragmatic way sometimes, but it's starting to look like it's a problem, and I hope it doesn't go to hurt them at the end of the season. Because for me, this is Arteta's last chance to deliver the league. They said they needed a number 9. They've gone on to sign Gyökeres. He scored a penalty yesterday, which still buttresses my point that Arsenal are not looking like a team that wants to win the league. They had to rely on a penalty to score yesterday. I know penalties are part of the game, and they had to bury it, and it was an obvious handball. But you can't keep doing this. You have to look for a way and start playing like the Arsenal that's been coming second in the league for the past few seasons. I'm not saying they should come second this season, but I'm just saying that they have to just try turn this around. And what was the whole training routine with the pens and the big screen? Apparently, it was TikTok videos playing in the background. I don't even know what that means or what that means. Playing TikTok videos on a huge screen while they train. What does it mean? I don't know. I don't know what tactics Arteta is bringing on, from using a light bulb to using pens to playing videos while training is going on, and TikTok videos. I don't know what this means. I'm just going to say one thing. This is Arsenal's year. I'm not supporting them to win the league, obviously not. But this is supposed to be their year. So they just have to find a way. They just have to find a way and win this league, to be honest. It's not acceptable. Losing to Bournemouth. Apparently, when we drew with Bournemouth in our last game, everybody, they all kept saying, "Oh, it's Bournemouth. How can you not win Bournemouth? How can you not beat Bournemouth?" But apparently, taking points off Bournemouth is not for everybody. Even though it was just 1 point to go off Bournemouth, but it was still something. They didn't get anything at all. And the fans have been wailing on social media. Some are trying to act calm, but I know deep down they are really scared and nervous, because this could take any turn. It could take another turn in the coming weeks. City play Chelsea today. Let's see how that goes, to be honest. We play. Who do we play again? We play Leeds tomorrow. Let's see how that one goes. We are still fighting to be in the Champions League. The Champions League place. Let's see how that goes. But that's just all I have to say. This is Arsenal season, and they better don't lose it, because it's going to be harder next season. I just feel it's going to be harder next season. They just have to win it. Arteta has to win it. In what, 20-something years? They haven't won the league, right? 22? Or 22 or 21 years, yeah, they haven't won the league. They just have to win it this time. I'm hoping they win it. Not because I want them to, but because I feel like they've passed through a lot. They've been through a lot already in the past few years. Coming second 4 years in a row? 4 years in a row, yeah. Is that 3 years or 4 years? Yeah, 4 years in a row. So this has to be their season. So I was confident they were going to win it, but right now I'm never confident in them anymore. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen at the end of the season. I'm just putting my feet up with my popcorn and watching this one. I'm just waiting for this mystery to unravel, because at this point now, I don't know if they actually bottle this one. If they don't win this league, they're the biggest bottlers in the history of football. Well, that's all I have to say. I gotta get going. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. We'll see in the match reaction. Probably I'll do a match reaction for the City game, but we'll see, guys. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye bye.